Hi everyone, here we are for a new video talking about Monday.com apps. So exactly the apps that you see in the marketplace, you can develop them yourself. So in this video we will learn how to code some Monday.com marketplace apps. In their tutorial we see of Monday.com, we see only a part of what needed to be done. I've just wanted to show you a bit how do you actually code how you set up a bit everything, and then after we set everything up, maybe in the next video we will continue into actually developing the next step of the app. So this video is only about setting up your environment in order to code, and maybe we will change just a parameter or two just to see that it's fully working. So here we go. I have here my repo, and I'll put myself aside, and I also move this button. Nice. So we can continue. So here we are on Monday. So in order to start, I think that the best step would be to go to the documentation, Monday work docs. So we will work with the new, dev maybe. Yeah, Monday API. So we will work with the new Monday.com way of creating apps. It's with the option to host the apps directly into Monday.com. So we'll go into the getting started. I've already done a part that I will not do together with you, but it's pretty intuitive and the tricky parts are not there. So you need to install globally Monday apps and then run maps help. So this is what I've already done, and map init and on Monday, and add your token. And I think the token they talk about and we learn about it, it's in the developer platform. Well, we'll spend a minute or two soon to talk about it. And software development key, this is not relevant. Deploying your first app with maps code push, we will talk about it. Okay, here we are. So I just want to go really briefly over the developer area. We have here an API playground where you will be able to test directly your GraphQL queries into Monday. This is really useful when you have some errors, because the error in the code itself, in the command line, are not useful at all. So you can test it directly here. You have your access token and you have your apps. So here I've already created one. We will create a new one. So how do you create an app? You press on the button, create an app. So I will call it Today Cool App, just a test. So here we can see we have a client ID secret, a sign-in secret, and Apple ID and app ID. For the moment, we just need to remember the sign-in secret and the app ID. It will be relevant for just in a few minutes. Save app. So here we have a draft, a V1, and we can go directly into features. So what is features? So features for backend developers is kind of routes that will trigger your application. So let's do, and we will connect the dot backwards. So add a feature, we'll go into the basic one, which is integration templates. So you know, it's the basic automation. When blah 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 happen, do blah blah blah. So this is what we're creating currently, but with custom code. Next, add the missing scope, sure. And here I don't know why, but you can just pass it. This is not really useful, and put for the moment a mock URL. And here we are. Just remember to press. Oh, it's laggy a bit for some reason. Let me check. Yeah, Monday is kind of crashing, so I will strange. Let's check another website. Okay, it had some hard time. I might cut it. And then we press on new build. So here we can see Monday code and base URL. What does it mean? So it means that this kind of route we just created will trigger a certain URL, right? Kind of an HTTP request. I believe on the background it's an HTTP request. If we're pressing on Monday code, it will trigger the app that we pushed to the Monday, I would call it store, kind of cloud, right? Because this is the old point, that they are storing the application you create. Or base URL, we will see that it's useful where we will put our tunneled URL. So let's go with monday.com for Monday code for the moment. No, they're not letting us. Okay, let's put only test. Create a build upload failed. I'll take a look on it in a second. Maybe I forgot a step. Oh, maybe they require a specific URL. Okay, I know why. I cannot push to Monday code because I haven't pushed any app inside yet. So we'll right now create our repo and we will push our code into Monday code. So in order to do that, we need to go into monday.com. I will say welcome repository app, example apps, Monday welcome example app. Amazing. So this is the repo you'll need to clone. And in order to create our first app, we will go into apps, quick start, Monday code. We don't need this line. Yeah. So cd welcome apps, apps, quick start integration, Monday code. And let's take a look. So let's go into the package.json to understand a bit what's going on. So we see start, production, okay, this is for the server itself. A test as usual, not really useful. And here it runs npm run stop, which is dev stop will do a kill port. Concurrently run npm run dev server, which npm run dev server run nodemon. And npm run dev expose, which is, we believe because of the word tunnel, will create a tunnel. We can take a look also at the end file to understand a bit what's going on. And we see sign-in secret. Don't know if you remember, I told you to remember a specific key, which was the app ID and the money sign-in secret. So we'll soon just fill this end file, but before, let's do npm install and move back to the Monday developer area, basic information, sign-in secret, show, we will copy it and we will paste here. And now just a small tip, because I've already worked with it, but the kill port take a lot of time, at least on my computer. So I just remove it, and if I will have a problem, I'll do dev full. npm run dev. Okay, so I was right, it's creating a tunnel and giving you a URL. So in order to test your features, which is kind of your routes, you need to take this URL and put it in the features section of your app. So I think I'll open it here, features, quick start. I will rename it my first test feature, and also base URL, so I will change it, new build, base URL, create build. And now we see that the base URL is logged, and if I want to change it, I need to create a new build. So that's pretty much all to set up the basic route. But I want us to go a bit further to make a deploy and to see it working in deployment. But before, let's understand a bit what's going on into the recipe, workflow blocks, and field types. So recipe, we see what's triggering and what's the action. So when text column change, transform it into text column. Not really meaningful, to be honest, but we will understand. And here we see the quote, the end of the quote, transform it into text column, which is the action. And we see the input fields column. So if you're familiar with Monday, you know what is a board ID, an item ID, a column ID, a target column ID, but transformation type, what is it? And why have here two? What does two mean? So if we click, we understand the transformation type, the display name of it, it's two. So let's understand a bit further. We go into field types, transformation type. And we see that automation config, in order to have the transformation type, to get the list, trigger a route, which is Monday get remote list options. So let's remember it, and we'll take a look if it's in our app in the index.js. And in the workflow blocks, I forgot, but here we have API configuration, the endpoints of your server. So what I've cloned is our server that will be deployed, and then our kind of automation or feature will trigger this server. So here we went a bit over everything. It looks pretty understandable, and I think we can now actually try it. But before that, let's go into the index.js, and we can see here the route Monday execution action, which, as you can see, have a short-lived token. Sounds like the payload, input field. In the input field we have board ID, item ID, all the input we saw with the green icons. Get column value, transform the text to uppercase or maybe lowercase, and then changing back the column value. And here we have get remote list option, which is to uppercase or to lowercase. So what is it? We're not sure yet. We saw that it's an input type. Let's take a look and let's connect all the dots together. That's the exciting moment of the video. So transformation types, to uppercase, to lowercase. I've run the JavaScript debug terminal in order to trigger the breakpoints. Okay, so let's start our first app. We named it Today Cool App. Okay, let's create a new board. Today new board. And where do you find your apps that you created that are still in draft? In the integrate area. You always need to wait 1 or 2 seconds. So you can scroll down. Here we are. Now we can scroll down. Quick start, integration, generate report. Is it one of them? I'm not sure. Let me take a look. Sorry, because I have several of them. Oh yeah. Oh, okay, I forgot to rename it. Yeah, so Today Cool App. So yeah, as we can see, it's this one. But let's rename it Today Cool Feature. Save feature. So we can actually see how would I do. New build, base URL. Okay, it's already updated. I told you it's pretty fast. So here we can see when text column. So this is the trigger. And this is the action. So when text column, oh, there is no text column, right, on the default board. So let's create a text column. That will be the input. And here I'll create another one for the output. Let's go back. Let's try Today Cool Feature. Text when input, transform it to uppercase or to lowercase. Oh, okay, I had 2 instances running, so it worked without triggering the breakpoints. That's a good test. So let's run it back. Opa. Let's run it back. Here we are. Let's go back here and let's open it again, so it will actually trigger the API to up, trigger the breakpoint. 2 uppercase, 2 lowercase, 2 lowercase, 2 nani, up, and we can see that now we have, so it's really just a route that will return a list of the options you can choose in your automation. So let's try a full flow. 2 uppercase into output. So let's try the entire flow. This is cool. And this is cool in lowercase, in uppercase, sorry. So now we have pretty much everything. Just for the fun, let's change it also. Return. So instead of actually running 2 lowercase or 2 uppercase, if it's 2 uppercase, return. This app is so cool. So really the name is not meaningful, so it's not really a good thing, but this. So what is this app? Oh, this app is so cool. Trigger the breakpoint. Oh no, I know why is it happening. So we need, okay, because it's working with GraphQL, we need to stringify it. So let's try return JSON.stringifies. This app is so cool. What is this app? And this app is so cool. Okay, so now it's finally working, but it's working on our local machine. So how do you push it? So we can go into the docs. Maybe they tell you push. Yeah, use the map code push. So let's use it if it's that easy. So we are on our main branch, map code push. Okay, I can choose between the app. I will choose the last one. App version, so this is the current draft. And now it's deploying. It might take a bit of time, so I will pause the video for a few seconds. See you. So here we are, just a few minutes later and a haircut later. We can see that the deployment has successfully finished to this URL. What is this URL? We will see in a minute. And now we will test a full flow of the app that is not on our machine. So if everything works fine, currently if I'm trying to run the integration, it should not work. This is a test. And as we can see, it's not working. And we can go into the app itself, into the logs. And no Monday release even found, right? Is it the right app? Because I've pushed it. Let me take a look. Okay, yeah, here we are. I'm refreshing, and in the logs, I don't even see a query to the app that I just pushed. And maybe I have logs on the feature itself. I don't think so. No, but we can see that it's not working and not triggering anything. Why? Because as we remember, there is a base URL. So right now we need to change the base URL to the base URL we just pushed to. So how do we do it? Since we pushed it to a Monday code of this app, we just need to say Monday code. And just add a slash, as it's the default route, we haven't changed anything, and do create build. And that's all, that's uploaded. I hope it will work. The easiest way to check it, to be honest, it's here, and to fetch the route. Failed to load options. I don't think it's updated the to the app itself. Let's try again right now. It takes some time. Failed to load option. Let's delete this one. Let's integrate. Today cool feature. Let's try again. Okay, we have a small error, so let's debug. Let's go into the logs. Okay, so we see that we have a small problem, and we do have logs. Okay guys, I'm back. I found the error. It's pretty simple, but again, it's something that you need to know the platform. It's almost not mentioned anywhere. So you go into general, here you have the URL that we saw when we pushed, and then you have here environment variable, and in my opinion, let's test it right now. We just need to put our key and secret, enter value, save. I really want to redeploy, so I will just ask for redeploy. I don't know if it's restarting the machine automatically, so I'm repushing the app. Some reasons I had some microphone and it started just to bug and to make a lot of noise, so I will just show you again the end of the video. So we found out the bug about the environment variable. We just pushed the repo to Monday code. We can see that here it's connected and so on, and now we can actually test it. So let's try. So as I said, the way I like to do it is just by going to integrate, find the app, text column, and directly going into fetching the list. Okay, it's working. To uppercase, it's working. Input, output, it's not really a to uppercase, as we remember we tweaked it with our custom code. So let's add it to the board. And again, what is this app? Let's see. This app is so cool. So that's all for today. We've learned to create a basic Monday app. This is amazing. Sky's the limit. In the next videos, I want to create custom UIs, and I want to show you how to maybe work with different APIs, maybe OpenAI API, to make some cool manipulation on the data that we have on the current item. But this is for the next videos. I hope you enjoyed this one. That's not an easy exercise for me to make these kind of videos, so I hope you liked it, and I hope it helped at least one person to create their own app and starting this journey. Bye everyone, thank you so much.